So I've got Joe Norris from GetYourTipsOut, who provides daily horse racing tips, and I've got him on for the Cheltenham Festival 2024. And specifically, this video is about the Baring Bingham Hurdle, previously known as the Ballymore Hurdle. So, Joe, what is your early predictions and tips for the Baring Bingham Hurdle at the Cheltenham Festival in 2024?
So I put up an anti-post treble a couple of weeks ago, and Ballyburn for this race is what I included. Now, this horse is only 5-2, non-runner, no bet, but it is worth backing it through the non-runner, no bet, because there's still a chance it could go for the Supreme. Obviously, the Supreme's over 2 miles. This race is over 2.5. They normally enter them in both races. It depends on what happens with the weather. But for me, this horse is screaming out for this trip. It won over this trip last time at Leopardstown. Obviously, that was just the maiden hurdle and it was sent off long odds on. But it just seemed a lot happier over that trip. It made its hurdles debut over 2 miles at Fairyhouse. It came up against Firefox, who is a horse I rate highly. Even though that horse got beat last time up in trip, I don't think it gave us running that day. So I wouldn't judge it too harshly on that. I just think this Ballyburn, obviously he's got smart bumper form. It's got size and scope. I think it's only going to keep improving as it gets experience. I'll go as far to say as this is probably, at the prices, my best bet of the festival.
That's a bold statement, that.
Yeah.
So Ballyburn's what you think the going up to 2 mile 4 is seats improvement out of it. Obviously, I think for the Supreme it's over 2 mile, but obviously the 2 mile 4 you think that's a lot better for him, and now it's your banker of the festival. Is that what you're saying at the moment for anti-post bets?
Yeah, without doubt. I just think this horse, it's got a perfect mix of like speed and stamina, which is what you need for this race. Obviously, won a point over 3 miles. And if you watch that race at Fairyhouse where it got beat by Firefox, it did so much wrong in that race. Didn't jump well. It just found things happening too quick. And I just think if they put it in the Supreme, I think it'll be the wrong decision. I think it needs that little bit more time, and the 2.5 should really suit it off a strong gallop.
Oh, that's a bold move and a bold statement, but I suppose you've got to have a banker of the festival. So if anyone wants to know any of the bookies that are offering non-run and no bet, there's a link in the description for all the Cheltenham non-run and no bet kind of betting promotions. Joe's tip for the Baring Bingham Hurdle is Ballyburn. And for any more, check the link in the description. He's got tips for every single race for the Cheltenham Festival 2024.